Well, I'm on the farm today. It's cold, big frost here on the farm, 15 degrees, and I thought I'd bring you over here into my barn. I've got a round bale that when I rolled it in here, I want to say the moisture on it was like 32%, and which is not good. And I've been keeping an eye on it, just really, with my hands, but just feeling for temperature. But since it's so cold, I wanted to see what the core temperature was, and is it this thing? And back when I used to do military design on military generators, we would use a term called cold soak, and we would soak these generators in whatever the prescribed cold temperature was all night, and then when we came in to start the thing and let it run in the extreme cold temperatures, we knew every fiber of that generator was the same temperature throughout. And so this round bale right here is essentially been cold soaked, and I've got my John Deere temperature gauge. I don't know if I left it out here for a while, hoping that probe would cool down. It's been real slow to come up. There it goes. I think the cold temperature is affecting this thing, and I'm not sure I got a great battery. But I did a video on this temperature sensor earlier. The default, the low end on the humidity, it's a humidity and temperature. Sometimes I get my words tangled up, but it's humidity and temperature sensor. And so right now it's showing 32 degrees in here. And so it may be that it's a little bit warmer in this barn. What I'm looking for is it 32 degrees in this bale, or is it 80 degrees in this bale? And so I'm going to take this thing and jam it in here. I'm going to let that thing dangle and just kind of try to run it in this bale. And this John Deere 335 round baler, it's amazing to be so old how tight, I can't even get the probe in it, how tight it makes a bale. Now, hopefully I'm not probing into ice, but let me go in from the side. All right, I'm down in the bale, and it took everything I had there to make that work. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let that probe sit in there for a while, noting that it said 32 in the barn, and I don't know how that's possible because the doors are wide open, but we're just going to let that thing sit in there for, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then I'll come back out. I can tell you that on the exterior it does not feel warm at all, and I have checked round bales were the day after they were baled, and these are not mine, this was another guy's. I talked about it in another video where his bales were warm to the touch. So let me hop back in the car where it's warm, and then I'll come back here in about 5 minutes. All right, I've given this probe plenty of time, probably 10 minutes, to get a reading out of this bale, and I should say to soak, and see if I can get it to come on again. There it goes. And by the way, I said the default moisture on this probe is 14.5%. So right now, the moisture in that bale is 23.1%. Now, if we're running the square baler, when it gets 18, we're putting preservative on it to prevent dust and mold. So this thing is this thing's definitely in dust and mold territory. I don't know if you can see it, 22.8, and then the temperature inside the bale, well, it's 32 degrees, so it's not heating up, but it's got moisture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this thing, and I'm going to disappear probably for, I don't know, 45 minutes, 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and I'll come back and check it again. I'm just going to leave it stuffed in the side of the bale like that. Ideally, you're supposed to take like 6 readings and average them up, but I'm just kind of seeing what I got here. I'm kind of paranoid about round bales. I'm kind of paranoid about putting round bales in this barn and having them heat up and burn the thing down. I'm not sure I'm going to store round bales in this barn next year. So let me disappear a little bit and I'll come back. All right, so I'm back over here at the barn, and temperature's warmed up to about 33 degrees. And a little bit of a breeze now. It wasn't any breeze before, but the sun still feels pretty good if you're out in the weather. But let me go back over here to this round bale. I have seen so many snakes in this barn over the years. When you see that thing right there, your first impression is, good heavens, I've got a snake in here. So let's just try to get this thing to come on. And that's like calibration. So it's saying 23.7 moisture and a temperature of 32 degrees. So I'm just thinking about it. You know, it's even though the temperature's warm out there, the air's still cold in here. But the bottom line is the bale's not heating up. This thing's not like 100 degrees. And as I said earlier, I'm kind of paranoid about putting a round bale. Kind of paranoid about putting a round bale in this barn. You know, a big pile of round bales in here because they heat. I think they heat differently than a square bale, and I don't really envy the thought of my barn going up in smoke over a cheap round bale. But anyway, it was cold this morning. I'm on the farm. I thought I would just do a temperature check on that round bale, and hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and we'll talk to you later.